And you are live as we are live. It's the Crush. It's your boy E Glaze, and that's my man, Maceo Hurd. He got that Darth Vader hoodie on, y'all. No, that's not Darth Vader. That's Darth Maul. Whatever, man.
Yeah, I'm Vader, baby. I'm Vader. I'm currently thinking about ruining one leg, mural of Star Wars up one leg. I'm thinking long and hard about it.
Oh boy, here we go, man. We got a great show for you today, man. We got so much to talk about, man. Y'all.
We got so much to talk about.
Prisoners of the moment, man. And we're gonna talk about that, man.
Oh my God.
I got one for you today, Max. Prisoners of the moment, man. Let me take these glasses off. I gotta get serious for it. Take the glasses. We got that NBA's on full deck, NFL, all of this great stuff, man. We're gonna talk about it today, man. So you want to start it off, dog?
Sure. I'll get it going. I want to talk to you about word out of Baltimore. Lamar Jackson is walking around. They say the smile is back, the swag is back. They say he's rapping, say he's dancing again. He's all in the videos. What a difference a year makes, Emmanuel Glaze. What happened? Something happened this offseason, and now Lamar happy.
I keep hearing that he keep playing this song by the Wu-Tang Clan called Cream. He keeps playing that song over and over. They're like, why they keep playing that Wu-Tang song? That's what. Hey, money, man. It's funny how money changes situations. Shout out to Lauryn Hill with that great quote of lifetime. It's funny how money changes situations. I just hope you don't get the heavy pocket syndrome next year. Where guys get the cash, aka Jordan Poole, and we don't see you show up for the next year.
Yeah.
I'm glad the guy got his money, but hey, with much money comes much responsibility.
Yes.
And now he's got to show. This is what they have said to you. Baltimore said, okay, you want the money, we want that, but you are our guy. You are our poster child. You are the franchise at this moment. We need for you to be that guy. And if he don't, in today's media, they will be calling us the biggest bust, the biggest this. They paid too much money, blah, 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 blah. He deserves money for what he did. But now that you got the money, what you going to do? And this is when people start really getting your business. He thought the publicity and the media was on him before.
Right.
Now you being one of the highest paid quarterbacks, they are about to jump all in your business. So you got to realize, and I hope Lamar is learning from Ja, you are a business now. You're not a businessman. You are a businessman.
Thanks.
Are you going to handle that fame, that attention? You always say, I already had it. No, bro. Once you get the dollars, the attention goes up here.
Yeah.
And now how you were down here, you was enjoying it. You wanted the money. You wanted this money. Okay, you got that money. How will you get to that on your play, your appearance? That's because you're now the face of not only just you are a quarterback of the franchise. Now you're the face of the franchise.
Right.
You're gonna be doing more media blitzes. You're gonna be doing more You're the guy that everybody goes to. Patrick Mahomes handled it. They were he's this, that. He handled it in Kansas City. What are you going to do, Lamar? I think you're going to be fine.
No.
Barring injuries, barring all of that, I think you're going to thrive. That's me personally. So prove me right on this one, Lamar. Please prove me right.
And it's funny because, again, what a difference a year make. And I of course, the mood will be light now because all year last year, everything – the Tennessee was about his contract. Talk about the contract. Yeah. I mean, even his teammates, they were asking teammates, finally, it's done. They went and got him some weapons. And I like some of the stuff he said in his first OTA presser. He talked about how, it's time for the offense to evolve.
Right.
You got him more weapons. You got Odell, you got Zay Flowers. You still got Mark Andrews. The running game should be better. So, should be less pressure on Lamar's legs and more emphasis on Lamar's arm. So I think it's time for him to become a much better passer. I mean, if people remember when he was at Louisville, he was in the Bobby Petrino offense, was a pro-style offense. He threw the ball well.
Yeah.
So it's time for him to kind of, cut out all that running. Let all your weapons around you, get the ball out your hands, and become a big time quarterback from the pocket. So that's what I want to see. Lamar, run when you got to, but let's not have 10, 12 design runs for Lamar. Let's let them other guys do that.
Yeah,
Let's let them do it.
You brought up a great point. I'm ready for him to be where the run is a threat, but it's not the number one choice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I want him to go through all 4 options first. And then when it's nothing there and the pressure's coming, okay, I can get out the pocket. And you know what's not a bad thing, Lamar? That out of bounds line. Go ahead and walk out there sometime. Just run out and just save yourself for the next. You ain't got to make a 7-yard run every time because that wears your legs out. I want you to be a double-digit player. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be the 10 years in the league. They're still like, man, Lamar, well, I want him to get that 3rd contract. You know what I'm saying? I want another contract for you.
Right.
But it shouldn't be the first option. And hopefully they evolve the offense, like you said. I think like that point that it's not, we're going to run spread. Spread is cool.
Go.
But that don't spread. That's a 6-year contract. That's 6 year in the league. You out of 6 years of spread.
That's 10, 12 games a season. That's not.
Yeah, man.
You're not playing when they need you most.
You need to be in that playoffs, playing and winning that, getting close to that title again, and competing with Kansas City next year. Let me ask you this on Lamar though, Max Show. With the weapons he got, what's their ceiling next year in Baltimore?
Well, the way that division is structured, without a doubt, the AFC is probably the toughest division in football. And oh, by the way, we just throw Aaron Rodgers in the mix.
Yeah.
So I mean, you just look at his division. I mean, Cincinnati is in his division.
Yeah.
You know, Pittsburgh is in the division.
Yeah.
You know, all of the gunslinging quarterback. I mean, Pat, you got to go through Pat Mahomes. It's all trails lead through Kansas City to beat the champ, got to knock off the champ. You got, man, San Diego. I mean, everybody kind of like their quarterback. They think he's the next guy. Yeah. But I'm sitting there like, I'm not sure. But the AFC is so tough, and it's going to be paramount for Lamar to stay on the field. My question is, what does an OBJ bring to the table?
Exactly. Yeah.
He's not at OTAs right now. Why he's not at OTAs, I don't know. He needs to be there. I mean, he's training. He's training, but you need to be with your team, especially with the money that they gave OBJ.
I never understand.
You need to be there.
I know everybody loves to go home and do all their training at home. I need to be where I'm going to be playing. I need to know the city. I need to know the people. I need to be hanging out. I need to get my house together. I need to be – this is business now. OBJ, you've been out a lot. I need you to be here doing this thing, man. And that's going to be interesting. I'm looking for – and I agree with Jason. He got to trust his teammates, but you got to see your teammates and let them do it. I don't want him running a lot. If I see him another 1,000-yard season, I don't think that's a win for Baltimore or for Lamar. I think that's going to be huge for him. Let me stay in the AFC North, Maceo, because I want to ask you a follow-up question of what we're talking about. What do you see for Deshaun Watson this year? Last year was a comeback and get yourself back out there and get acclimated. Now you got to get that guaranteed money. You're the reason why these contracts went another level. Yeah. Everybody looking at that. No. Deshaun Watson is now, okay, the whatever you thought about him is over. He's done his games last year. He came in and played. The expectations in Cleveland got to be like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. Yeah. We paid you. You got the money. You here. Where are we going with that here?
All the way up. So if you just look at, again, we talk about what a difference a year makes.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson had zero profile, social media wise, all of these things. I mean, he back flexing, he back doing the Deshaun Watson type stuff, which tells me that he's ready to get back on his throne, because last time we saw him before he got over 200 massages, he was a very elite quarterback, numbers wise. It didn't translate to wins, but the one thing we've always been able to hang our hat on with the Cleveland Browns, whether it was Baker, whoever it was, they've always had a very, very, very nice roster. If you look at the roster on paper, it's a legit roster.
Yes, sir.
And this is why they gave Deshaun the kind of money they gave him, because they like, okay, you're the missing piece. Now the criticism will be louder.
Yes.
He kind of got a mulligan last year because they were like, well, he was in and out. You've had a full off season. You had OTAs. You're the guy from the word go. And he has to feel some kind of way because Pat Mahomes got 2. You know, Lamar got an MVP. You know, all of these guys are more decorated. I mean, Deshaun is just as talented.
Yeah.
But now it's time for him to show everybody why he disrupted the quarterback market. So, I mean, people in Cleveland, they don't want to hear it. They want Deshaun to be elite like now.
Yeah. And you just talked about it in that North. Is he the 3rd best quarterback or is he the top quarterback in that league? You talking about Cincinnati quarterback. You talking about Lamar. What's Cincinnati? I keep forgetting his name.
Oh, Joe Burrow.
You talking about Burrow. You talking about Jackson.
Who about to become the highest paid quarterback in a minute.
Are you 3rd or you consider yourself 1st? That's a question you have to ask yourself. I'm on Deshaun, you got to pay. And look, I don't believe in teams doing that, but Cleveland put a lot of faith in you as a guy because they came in and said, we don't care, man. That's our guy. We're going to pay him what he wants. We know what he's the missing piece. We know that defense is going to be coming. Like Boatman said, Chubby, they got a running game. What you going to do, Deshaun? This is the year to me. I'm looking forward to it. Again, I'm holding benefit of the doubt. But
they got everything. I'm telling you, if you just look at Cleveland's roster,
yeah,
it's sick. It's sick.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm hoping I might, you know what? I don't usually get the NFL ticket. I might just get it to watch the AFC North because it's gonna be some games. When it get cold,
it's gonna be gangster.
It's gonna be worse than that. It's gonna be worse.
That's gonna be gangster. I want to stay NFL one more time because your guy. Well, he's not really your guy, but I like to put if he ain't my guy, I like to put him on some other people. Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Has showed up to OTAs. He's slimmer. He's trimmer. Of course, he has a new head coach who's offensive guru. What should we expect from Russell Wilson in year 2 with the Denver Broncos?
I have no idea. I'm being completely honest. I know we're supposed to have an opinion, but that Russell Wilson last year, I did not see coming. I can be honest with you. I did not see that coming. I don't know what that was with him, man. It's the way he was throwing Mayshaw. He was just making bad reads. That was horrible last year. So I don't know.
It's tough.
I don't know if he just missed Seattle that bad or what was it, but that thing last year was terrible. I was like, is this really Russell Wilson out here playing? If you were a betting man, you would say he's going to have a better year. He's
right.
He's attended all the Denver games in basketball, so he's making himself acclimated to the city.
He's in the city.
Him, Sierra, they're doing the right thing. But that field could be different, man. I looked at him last year. I couldn't understand him. One thing Russell always had, Mason, was that tool between his 2 shoulders.
Yeah.
He didn't have it last year, bro. He was making decisions, man. I was like, what is wrong with him? So my question, the reason why I say I don't know, Mace, I don't know where he's mentally at.
Right. Yeah.
That's my question.
That's
I think
huge.
He got still all the gifts. He's not injured. He's not. Where is he mentally at? Is he the guy that can go out there and control an offense again? If so, Denver's gonna have a good quarterback this year. If not, if we got what we had last year, may say, ooh.
If we had what we had last year, Sean Payton gonna tell Russ, look, bro, I'm gonna go get me a quarterback. I inherited you. I didn't want you.
I got to.
I inherited you, and we know that every coach, like every GM, they want their guy.
Right.
And Russ, this is an open audition. You might not be his guy. Yeah, we know Sean Payton. See, Sean Payton, he was spoiled because he had Drew Brees for like 14, 15 years. So, that's just one heck of a relationship, a coach quarterback combination like that. I mean, he got to be looking at Russ, and he probably telling Russ every day, look at my boy. My boy, you better figure this thing out, man. Why do all these kids say my boy? They got me say every time around them young,
my boy.
My boy, what's up, my boy?
That is
yeah, that's what Sean Payton walking in. Hey, my boy, look at my boy. You out of here. I can't deal with you, bro.
And yeah, man, they got talent coming in the quarterback position next year, so you got to make a decision soon on who's going to come and who's not. But I just think, man, honestly, I'm looking forward to. That's a great story to watch this year.
Yeah,
is what Russell gonna do. I think Russell you might not see Denver as a Super Bowl contender, but is Russ gonna go out bad? How they say, is he gonna go out bad again?
It didn't go out like Willie Lumpmont.
Because I didn't know who that guy was last year. I'm like, that Russell Wilson, the guy in Seattle, the 3rd round pick who had a chip on his shoulder. What's going on?
Hey, look, I told Kobe, I texted Kobe after the game. You know, Kobe got the interception out of Russ. I told Kobe, I said, Kobe, why you go ask an autograph the ball? He said, I started to, man, but he got up out of there so fast.
Making Kobe famous, man. Man. Thank you. Last one for the NFL for me, make sure. With the Aaron Rodgers leaving this year, and he's gone. Who's the top quarterbacks in the NFC this year?
Whew.
So I was going through the NFC South, NFC East, NFC West, and in the North. Tell me who I'm going to say is the best quarterbacks in all the quarterbacks look like they're in the AFC. I could be wrong.
The AFC is quarterback heavy. They're loaded in AFC, which tells you this that hey, y'all might laugh at this. It may be funny, but today, going into the 2023 season, Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFC. Just take a look around the landscape, and it's crazy because would you say he surpassed Dak? Maybe, because I mean he carried the team to the Super Bowl, and he's only going to get better.
Yeah,
you look at you. I mean, we've already dissected the NFC South.
Yeah,
I mean, you think Danny Dimes? So I would say, and listen, this crazy. You would have to say Jalen. Then you would probably have to say, from a longevity point, Kirk Cousins. Listen, listen, it's so many good quarterbacks in the NFC, in the AFC, and so you figure we don't know what Matthew Stafford is. I mean, if Matthew Stafford can get back to form, of course he will be in that top 5. I mean, y'all, you want to put Derek Carr ahead of you taking Derek Carr ahead of Jalen Hurts? No. You definitely not taking Baker Mayfield. You're not taking nobody in NFC South.
And you know what's crazy? You say that too. In the NFC West, you got Geno with Seattle, Trey with San Francisco, Stafford with the Rams, and you got the Speedy Gonzalez at the Arizona.
Yeah, Kyler Murray, who coming off ACL. He's not gonna be ready week 1.
Hey, Boatman, I hate to say this, Dak is probably the top 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the NFC.
Listen, what I'm trying to tell you. This guy, I mean, again, if you put Jalen Hurts' name and you taking Justin Fields or Jalen Hurts. You taking Jordan Love or Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? You taking Kirk Cousins or Jalen Hurts. You taking Sam Howell or Jalen Hurts.
It's not a lot of great, it's a lot of potentials out there. But there's nobody with Aaron leaving. There is nobody with the helm at the top of the NFC.
Dude,
Jalen Hurts. It's all about Jalen now.
It's Jalen's comfort, and that's why we're talking about Dak Boatman. Dak Prescott again. Dak Prescott. I mean, I would take Dak Prescott over Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, Minnesota.
I would.
I mean, there's one legit powerhouse. That's Jalen with the Philly. Everybody else is like a bad space hand. There's a bunch of possibles.
Man, it's like when you playing Uno and you got a handful of numbers.
Yeah,
you got no draw tool, no skips. You ain't got no words, and you got to thug it out. The NFC
get all the colors right. Let me hope I get all the colors right. You put that red out there. It's all you can hope.
Here go the person you playing. Skip, reverse, draw tool, Uno.
Hey. He can.
Hey, you still sitting there with the cards in your hand, like,
please play red. Please play red. Please play this red. Come on, man. I ain't got nothing but reds in my hand right now. Please play red. And then so the NFC is going to be. I'm waiting to see who emerges. Like we said, we feel like Jalen is the clear cut right now.
Yeah,
he's the guy. He took him to the Super Bowl. Everybody else is like, can Justin take that next level to go to that next level for Chicago?
He got a receiver now. He has a weapon. You hope that going into year 3, He becomes a better passer because you can't continue to ask Justin Fields to run that many times. I mean, I want you to even think about this, dude. Jared Goff is a top 5 quarterback in the NFC
at Detroit because he went to Detroit, and now everybody looking at Detroit like they getting hell. They got first game of the season in Detroit, and you're right. So you got to look at Jared. Think about the guys that are in all the talents in the AFC. The AFC is crowded. All the $50 million contracts are in the AFC.
Bro, you sit there and you look like, and you look at the AFC quarterbacks, you be like, a big bank, take a little bank, dog.
I'm looking like, I was thinking up there, like, when you kept posting that, I'm like, make sure you can put any team up there outside of Philly. It's a crapshoot. And that should be more in the conversation.
You can close your eyes. You can put all the AFC quarterbacks' name in a hat, and you can pull a name. Now, you can pull Trevor Lawrence. You can pull Joe Burrow. You can pull Pat Mahomes. Pull Aaron Rodgers. You pick the boy that they love so much out in I don't want to keep calling him San Diego, but Justin Herbert, who is a much better pro. Nobody saw him being the pro that he is,
right?
Because his college game, you was like, yeah. And I would say stop with the riddle. Stop with the riddle.
But here's the thing about Riddle. Here's what I think. He has the less pressure against. He won't be going against great quarterbacks most of the season. He will not be going up there and playing the great quarterbacks of this year. He can go out there. Put it this way. It's out there for him to take it if he wants. He could keep this Atlanta job for years to go with a great season this year. They gave him a running game. He got weapons on the outside. It's up to him now. If he take this and go, and look, we didn't talk about Jacksonville quarterback Sunshine. He down there in the AFC as well. So so the NFC is wide open. If you're a quarterback and you want to get some big time playing, and you're the NFC, you want to make a name for yourself. Here it is.
You don't want to be in a division where all the quarterbacks are all in the video dancing. Come to the NFC.
Come to the NFC. Come to the NFC because it's wide open. Like I said, the NFC South is wide open. If Ritter comes and win the NFC, look, he got a chance, and I'm waiting for him. So I'm hoping he take this bull by the horn, and just run with it, man.
Yeah.
He just run with it. What you got, man?
We're gonna go to the NBA. The NBA, they're proposing a rule. They're looking to implement a flop rule that would give a guy, if they call a flop on you, you're gonna get a technical, and the team will shoot free throws. They're gonna experiment with it in the summer league, and then if they feel good about it, they're gonna implement it. Your thoughts on the flop rule in the NBA?
The one thing about the NBA players, they'll learn another way to get the rule. They'll find another way. Okay, you stopping the flop. All right, let's figure somewhere else to get the. It's all about advantages, man.
Right.
Refs not called. I know people tired of flopping, and trust me, I get it, man. And I knew somebody would say because of LeBron, but that's what
that's right on cue because of LeBron.
Because the thing was, they figured out a way to get the refs' attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They said, "Oh, they called this." Like I always say when they do the charges, I'm like, "Man, he hit you that hard," but they be flying everywhere because that's gets the call.
Yeah, they got to exaggerate it.
Here's my thing, and I want to ask everybody this: if y'all see it as a flop, and everybody in the world see it as a flop, why the refs still call it though? If it's a flop,
well,
why does everybody still call it?
So Glaze, I'm
because my thing is this, basically. I'm gonna let you hit yours. There has to be something where the NBA, now they're saying, "Oh, we're gonna be tough on the flop. All right, let's get our muscles up and stop the flop because everybody's out of it." Okay, what's the next thing you ain't gonna stop?
Right.
And what's the next thing
you let
them get away with? Because something's got to give. You got to let the players, like, honestly, I know what another thing I want them to do. I want them to quit letting our boy out there and go to state get in the referee's face and you're not calling the tech.
Yeah, Draymond. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just want that to be consistent, but it's gonna be what the refs gonna let them go with. I know everybody, because we got a very good friend, and I hope he's doing well now. A guy who's a referee of 30 years.
Good old Derek. What up, Derek? What up, Derek?
We didn't call, I said, y'all was right there. Everybody in the arena saw it was a flop, but y'all were like, You calling it.
Yeah.
So
But that's what I'll say, like, to be fair, because when you and I at the game, a lot of time we're up close, right on the action. So much stuff going on that the refs sometimes, like, all they see like out of the peripheral is somebody flying, and they can't stop the review because we'll be in the arena all night because guys are doing it every play.
Yeah,
they doing it every play. So it's I like your point you said. Okay, because remember they were supposed to be tough on traveling, and they were tough on it for like a month.
And you know what they created? They created the Euro step.
Oh
yeah.
They
put that in there. I'm like, hey, that's 3 steps. Ain't that a travel? They found another way to do a travel.
Yeah, like when did more than 2 steps equal not traveling? Like, when did they add the third and a skip? Like,
yeah,
it's 4 steps.
And I'm like, I get it, and I know everybody because that's the hot topic, and I know Silver's like, oh, we're gonna stop the flop. Okay, what's the next thing, Michelle? But like I say, man, yeah, and I had to give credit to. So some people know where the flop started. Yeah, LeBron made embellish it. Vlade Divac was fantastic, yeah, because he was guarding Shaq. And he was like, I can't guard this big dude, man.
Right. So I'm just gonna fall all the time. Like, they gonna call at least 3 of them.
Vlade, like, I can't keep guarding Shaq. Look at this 7'1", 315 pound, 50-pound dude.
Yeah,
I gotta fall.
Who's super athletic? He
do a spin move quick. Vlade was like, I gotta do something. They're like, I'm just gonna fall.
I think people really don't understand the type of freak athlete that Shaq was in his prime. Nobody should have been 7'1", 3+, running the flow like a gazelle. No, Shaq was fast.
I always tell people, as much as I enjoyed watching Kobe grow, I enjoyed prime Shaq. That thing was prime Shaq was when he quit making movies and was focused on
when he locked in. Yeah, when he locked in.
That's why Kobe punched him in year 4. He was like, hey man, I need you focused.
Man, get your fat butt in shape, man.
When Shaq was coming in overweight and eating that cheeseburger, Kobe was like,
man.
Ain't no way they should have won 6 with that team. Shaq was no way Detroit should have beat them.
No, super underachieved.
No way
underachieved.
Detroit should have beat that team. Shaq was Mason, when he was spin and dunk on everybody and their grandma, you had to foul him. There was nothing you could do. That ball would go in there and you just sit there and watch everybody watch Shaq do his thing because there wasn't nothing you could do.
No, he used to catch that thing on the block right outside the paint and just put that boot on you and just start. Man, you like, no, you can't guard that. You can't guard it.
Shaq made a lot of 7-foot men millionaires because that's all they were there for was fouls. We got 6 fouls. Shaq, that's your job. You are 7'1", 300 pounds. We don't want you to score. We want you to foul Shaq as best as you can. That's how we do it. Get in the NBA, sir. I want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
If Miami loses tonight, how much pressure turns from Boston to Miami? Because Miami has no pressure up to now. They've been playing free and better basketball. But if they lose tonight, they go back to Boston 3-2. Go back to Miami 3-2. How much is the pressure goes to Jimmy and the Miami Heat if they lose tonight?
Glaze, it becomes immense, Glaze, because you're sitting here like you had a team down 3-0 on the ropes and you had them at the crib.
Yeah.
You should have closed them out at the crib.
Yeah.
You gave them life. Now, if they find a way to win this game tonight, all bets off, because we know on paper that Boston is really the better team.
Right.
They got 2 all-stars. They got the defense player of the year. They got da. Well, Miami just got Jimmy Butler and just a bunch of guys.
Yeah. And by the way, Gabe may be hurt tonight. He might be
well, he out. He already out.
See, Gabe is out tonight.
He's out. So, and Marcus Smart basically told the media, and he's been telling everybody, listen, we just one game at a time. We just want to get one game at a time. And with that mentality, and even though, listen, y'all, I know Boston hadn't played well at home. I know that. But when you have Tatum, who y'all see when he get out of his light skinned feelings, he'll drop you. You got Jalen, who he a Georgia boy. You know what I'm saying? Jalen might go with the mask tonight. So if he go with the mask tonight, he gonna go. He gonna go with 30. And they're gonna let Marcus Smart get away with that foolishness at the crib. So
which is another thing for us. But
if you Miami, you gotta find Miami. Do not want Boston packing a suitcase going back to Miami. They don't want that. They don't want that. This thing could collapse. And even if it does collapse, Glaze, once we relax, we're going to say, well, Boston had the better team anyway. That's what we're going to say.
Yeah, but what they tell you, Mason, when you got a man down, you keep him down.
Man, you kill a fly with a sledgehammer, dog.
You don't let him breathe.
You don't let him breathe. If you choking him, go on and choke him out.
Yeah, make him tap out.
Go on and choke him out, because if he get up, he might call the police and tell the police what happened.
Or if he got that one right hook you ain't noticing, he might catch you. You laid out because you got him on the ground. I looked at that game. I said it was the perfect situation. You at home, you got the crowd. You 3-0.
Gotta close them.
If they win tonight, I'm looking at it. I'm like, Boston has showed we can win on the road,
bro.
We just showed you that.
It's the first time for everything. I know everybody keeps talking, man, nobody ever came from 3-0. Yeah, and I also didn't nobody ever get to the moon. You know what I'm saying? So
2016, nobody ever came after 3-1. It's gonna happen. Boston did it in baseball. Boston did it against the Yankees. Remember that? Y'all
told me a 16 seed will never be the 1 seed in the tournament.
Done.
It happens regularly now, man. It's gonna happen.
Jason, they got out of their light skin. I like that. I'm saying they light skin feeling.
Jason, hey man, Tatum. You know what? I wouldn't be mad if Tatum showed up with a ball head tonight. You know what I'm saying? He around here with that good hair, all wavy and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
If you see him with a wave cap in his pregame shoe,
he round up playing. He round up early in the series playing like Take Care Drake. You know what I'm saying? He's on that album. You know?
Singing songs, singing hits.
He doing all singing.
He all singing.
Game 4, he turned in No Friends in the Industry Drake. That's what he turned in.
He went back to back. He went with that back to back Meek Mill in Game 4.
You gonna make me go bottles for Charlamagne?
He driving bottle. That was a different Drake out there. That guy, I was like, who is this guy? If that guy, look, it's hard to win on the road. It's not everybody can do it, but hey, man, I'm really. If they don't win tonight, Game 6 is going to be one of the most pressure-ridden games that Miami team is going to ever have. Because you cannot go back to Boston in Game 7. They lost 3 straight. It will be tough to win in Boston in Game 7.
The only saving grace that the Heat got, if Boston got to come back down, they got to get Luke, Trick Daddy, everybody, and they
don't get Rick doing a car show.
He doing they got to get Coco's back open. They got to get all the old school.
It got to be old school. It got to be.
Yeah, man. They got to throw that D Luke too. You know what I'm saying? Not this new Luke. Not this new Coach Luke. They need the old 2 Live Crew, Fresh Kid Ice, Brother Marquis. That's the Luke they need to show.
They need to find Trina. Let her do her thing out there. You know, she the baddest Trick. Let her do her thing out there.
Oh, you know, man.
JT Money, Boys and Clans, get them all out there, man. We need everybody. You gonna go to Game 6. You better bring everybody out the round.
Did you know Rick Ross wrote that song?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Rick was part of. He was doing a lot of stuff back then.
I was like yesterday. Somebody was telling me about it. I say, what?
Yeah, Rick was quiet. There was a video of when he first saw Rick didn't have no beard. He was just a big dude in a Laker jersey, I think, or a Heat jersey.
I gotta go back and watch this stuff.
Yeah, watch some old Rick, man. He don't even look the same. Now he done got that. He making plenty of money.
I think I'm big, me.
What you got, man?
So after LeBron's Game 4 loss, LeBron, because LeBron likes to control the narrative, I got a lot of stuff to think about. Of course, you and I know we've been in these pressers. These guys be emotional. Certain questions you can't ask right after a game because they gonna give you right what's on their heart.
Yeah.
But then you gotta let them go home. You gotta let them think about it, and then start processing. But everybody, I'm gonna give you 47 million reasons why LeBron James not gonna retire next year. Do you think LeBron calls it quit Emmanuel Glaze in off season?
I actually think once he relaxes, look, and I want to, and you know, Bayshore and I have been covering the Hawks for 6 years, and when people say there are so many questions asked during a press conference, we decide what gets cut and put out there for the people to see. So when he answered that question, like you said, he just lost. He was tired. He was exhausted. He said, "Man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm that 20 years hurt that game. You saw all 20 years that game." So when they asked the question, what's up for LeBron, he gave them the answer. Yes, LeBron. Now, LeBron is very calculated too, so he also knows what he's talking about. But we don't see most of the press conference. I can ask a question. I'd be like, "Hey, why did they get on the news?" But if it depends on if Trey say something controversial, that's gonna make the news.
That's gonna make the news, yeah.
And that's what when we ask questions. And trust, as a media, you want that person to answer that question so you can talk about it like we are now. This is the day's media. We get the question, we talk about it. No, LeBron's far from.
Yeah,
I think he got 2 or 3 left in him. I think
everybody relax, everybody.
And look, I'm one of the few that think it's not a 1-year deal for old boy USC. The boy making $7 million a year. Why is he gonna start trying to get to the NBA? He gonna make that when the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Let Bronny do his thing, and he gonna have a ball. That you see what I saw an article today on ESPN talking about USC is trying to prepare for Bronny because they've never had a basketball player at this level come to their school. Not talent wise, but just celebrity wise.
What he brings to the table? Yeah,
he's a celebrity because of one, his dad. 2, he's Bronny and he's coming, and USC is about to get all type of attention,
bro. So I can't even remember when we seen USC on TV playing college basketball. They're gonna be on. You're gonna see them about 10 times next year.
You're gonna be so tired of USC, you're gonna think you're in that Los Angeles. You're like, God dang, another USC game, and they got the #1 player in the country from up here in Georgia.
Yeah,
he's going out there too.
Yeah.
Hey, this is going to be a big year. But with LeBron, man, there's a lot of stuff going on. I still think that wasn't a good Lakers team. I looked at
it wasn't. I mean, they came from the play-in. They had to play in.
Yeah.
Get in.
He said take his foot off and go walking off. It's going to be tough, man. He was really injured. I know nobody want to make excuses for him. But I can tell you right now, as a 49-year-old man, you don't get up the same as you did as a 28, 30. Their body start wearing on you. But I'm just looking, he going to rest. Savannah, they're gonna have some ball. They're gonna be out there in the aisle. They're gonna celebrate Carmelo. They're gonna celebrate him big this summer.
They're gonna be back on the banana boat.
Banana boat, boy. They already got the party in Belize or somewhere. It's gonna be a huge retirement.
LeBron probably got his own island by now. He probably got his own island.
A huge retirement party. They're gonna party themselves hard this summer.
Facts.
Melo about to get love, give him the love that he deserves. It's about to be when he gets finished with all that, he'll be like, all right, wait a minute. Let's get back into this. I think it's going to be interesting, but LeBron ain't going nowhere, man.
He ain't going nowhere, man.
No, but let me ask you this, though, make sure keeping it in the NBA. And I know this is controversial, but how mad you think the NBA going to be with a Denver-Miami final? The sexy final would have been LA-Boston.
Yeah.
For 18.
We never get what we want. We never get what we want.
You getting ratings, you getting everything with that one. LA Boston, oh my 2 franchises. You ain't getting that now. You getting Denver and possibly Miami. Nothing against both teams. I think Denver was the best team in the NBA all year.
Period.
They got talent. And Denver made some great picks with Aaron Gordon and Caldwell Pope and Bruce Brown. They made some great choices this year to be the #1 team. Joker, but the reason why I say that, and it's just going back to the LeBron thing, Denver had a fantastic run in the West, and nobody talked about it.
Nobody talked about it because we didn't see it.
Right.
So Denver, I always describe Denver like this. Denver, that pretty girl. She that she pretty girl, but she wear glasses. You know what I'm saying? She keep her hair up. You know what I'm saying? She wore baggy clothes.
Right.
But she pretty.
Yeah.
But if she come in the club, you like, man. The Lakers in Boston, they got BBL. They got that thing flat iron got. You know what I'm saying? They what the girl say? Got my face beat. You know what I'm saying? That's LA. That's Boston. That's all the teams you saw on TV. But Denver, that girl, like when the lights come on, you start leaving like, she good looking. She just need to take her glasses off.
Why she won't do nothing else?
What? Like, girl, at least like tie your shirt up in the front. Like, do something. You know what I'm saying? That's Denver.
That's Denver.
That's Denver.
You're right. You're right. And it looks funny, man, because Miami, that girl that you know, you like, man, she good looking, but she might kick my tail after the game. You know, I don't know. She a little tough, man. She might tie me up and put me in a headlock.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, my Miami, that problem girl. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She cute, but she crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She got all this other stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Her baby daddy crazy. You know what I'm saying? She got issues, and you got to decide. Okay, hey, if I roll with you now, I mean, I got to take on all your problems, and that's what NBA. That's what they doing in the office. They like, what we getting out? What we getting these problem children? My God.
You like, hey, and I'm looking at it, man. It would have been big money. I'm sure, and the NBA won't ever say that. Oh yeah, we want the best team. No, you don't. You wanted LA, Boston. You wanted that number 18. You got very excited when LA got to the Western Conference Finals.
You did. Oh yeah, because you could see it. But this the thing too, Glaze, and we have to blame ABC, ESPN, TNT, because all they feed us all year, New York, Boston, LA, Milwaukee. Yeah. You know, they get all they give you all the BBL girls, they give you all the girls who got all that work done.
Right.
Ain't nothing natural, nothing natural about her. And now she gone.
Now she
gone.
Now you stuck with the pretty girl.
So now you're looking at that girl like, man, I wish she'd take her glasses off, man. Girl, do something to your hair. Like, can you just let it down or something?
Yeah. It's gonna be. I'm gonna watch it because I'm a fan. I like
right.
I want to see him and Bam Adebayo go 1-on-1 against each other. It is not the Knicks, man. We tired of seeing the Knicks. Y'all tired of seeing the Knicks, man.
Listen,
the Knicks
New York ain't been relevant since John Starks them left, man. Get out of here, man. Nobody care about New York. All they do in New York is wear wheat Timbs and say, yo, son, what up, B? And always talking about they new blue Yankee. Nobody care about that.
London say, put some lashes on or something, girl. I know, right?
Hey, girl. Hey. Why won't you, man? Wow, man, stop doing your hair at home. Go get somebody to do that thing, girl.
Quit putting in that bun, girl. Let it roll out.
Come on, girl. You really look good up under that stuff. Stop.
With the baggy clothes. I want you to be loving me for my personality. Yeah, we do love your personality.
We do love you for your personality, but you good looking. Take them Coke bottles off, girl.
LL said it, man. I like a girl with extensions in her hair.
Man, get you some LASIK. Get some LASIK.
What you got?
Come in the club, them big old glasses on, girl. Go on somewhere. Let's skip over the baseball real quick.
Yes, sir.
Because Glaze, you know, I'm on record as saying Ronald Acuna. This is an MVP season for Ronald Acuna.
Yes, sir.
The Major League Baseball continues to promote all of these other guys that aren't Ronald Acuna. Ronald Acuna brings passion, excitement. He what the little kids like. If you're trying to market to the kids and the younger crowd, Ronald Acuna is the guy. Glaze, why won't MLB jump on the Ronald Acuna train?
See if I can say this diplomatically. There's a language barrier, unfortunately. There's still a cockiness about Acuna that the league won't attach itself to. You know, and it's still, you know, it's other players, and this might be the Braves' fault as well, because as much as Acuna is a Braves pulse, they really have Riley. They really have some other guys as the face of the Braves instead of Acuna. I think Acuna is the most exciting player in baseball, if you ask me. Get him up there in the first, he can steal, he can hit for power, he can run outfield. You know, I think, you know, it's something we know Acuna should be that. You know, Acuna is going to be one of those guys. If he goes to, and unfortunately, if he goes to a New York or a Boston, he'll get that attention. But it's got to be that language barrier to me. It's that thing that I don't hear a lot from him. It's got to be. I think he needs to win MVP this year. I think if the Braves got another run, and he does what he did a couple of years ago, they will have no choice but to surround him. We will see a ton of jerseys being sold. Yeah. We'll see a lot of people. We'll see his effect in his native country. We'll see the Acuna effect grow once he gets the MVP, once he gets all of that, because he's on fire right now. I mean, he's outstanding right now. I mean,
best player in the game, man. He out there swaggy, got the yellow, the yellow cleats with the yellow, red, man.
He is.
I just don't understand. I don't understand.
But I think the year he got hurt may have slowed
down.
But I think the way he's playing now, the passion, like you said, passion is runs through this kid's blood, man. This kid loves the game of baseball. He loves everything about it. I can't wait. I think eventually the MLB will have no choice but to surround that kid and put him as the face of an organization. Even the Braves, because people are coming. You go to a Braves game, that Acuna jersey.
All you see is 13 jerseys.
That jersey. People are buying that jersey like crazy. And it's going to go up in the MLB if he keeps getting. And Braves still is a national team.
National brand.
It's a national brand. So when people start watching this team again after they're winning and see what they're doing, he'll get there. I think he just got to keep. I just hope he keeps the brand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He needs to understand I'm a brand
I
now.
forgot about that language barrier, Glaze. I always forget about that language barrier because, man.
It's getting better, but it's still not. You can't freely just talk to him. You got to have that.
Right. Gotta have that interpreted with him, It
slowed you down a little. Even with Joseph, we used to have that with Joseph. Joseph Martinez, he was the guy with the United. Joseph could talk. He knew.
He could talk. He didn't want to talk.
We used to have them slide talks with him. What's up, my man?
Yeah.
You can talk. Hey, Brian.
Bro, like
he would slide talk to us on the side, man.
Man, like this dude speak perfect English, man. What are we doing? Yeah, man. They do that. I didn't think about that, Glade. That's a good point. I just always expect these guys, like say, dude, all right, you've been here how long now? Bro, come on, man. Come on.
I know how lazy I am as an English speaking person. I ain't learned Spanish yet. I took 3 years in high school. They come up here, I can't speak now. That's just laziness on me. And I know they try. He'll get it, but I just think that's a big.
I can't conjugate not one verb.
Well, I'll be struggling with Spanish. I'll be hearing them. I'll be like, they really are speaking a foreign language. I took 3 years of Spanish.
I know a lot of dirty words in Spanish. A lot of dirty words in Spanish. Yeah.
All right, man. So let me ask you a question real quick. We got 10 minutes left in the show. We losing people, man. We losing people, man. We lost Jim Brown. We lost Tina yesterday, man. Let's talk about Jim first, man. And you can talk about Jim or Tina. Talk about, the Jim effect and your thoughts on Jim Brown. One of my favorite pictures, and I am going to buy an actual print of it. Is that picture with him, Kareem, Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
The fourth person, Kareem. Who's the fourth person? Bill Russell.
Mm-hmm.
And we've lost 3 of the 4 already. Kareem's the only one left.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite photos of all time.
Yeah.
They was trying to talk on behalf of Ali.
Right.
I'll get that print and get it and put it somewhere and put it on my wall because that's one of my favorite pictures. Let's talk about the impact of Jim Brown, man.
Dude, Jim Brown, cultural icon. Just it's hard to put in words because he transcended his sport. He was a guy, he was a social advocate. He was so rock solid in Cleveland, and the Browns made a point to always keep him around, always keep him vested in what they're doing. You saw all the Cleveland Brown players all talk about how, he didn't have to do it. He chose to do it.
Right.
He wanted to be around. He wanted to instill in these guys to be more than a football player.
Right. That's
one of the things that I think you take from him most because, when you're an athlete, you just want to be identified as an athlete. This man, phenomenal lacrosse player. We knew he was a football player. He jumped in the movies. He was an activist, like I say. Everything that Jim Brown attached himself to was great.
Yeah.
So, if you can live your full life and people revere you the way everybody revered Jim Brown, You know, he was one of the people that people say without doubt probably the best football player to ever play the game, and they were still saying that. And he stopped playing, you know, in the early 70s. He walked away from the game.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, okay, I can do more than this. So, dude, it's tough to lose a guy like that, man. So, you know, man, shout out to Jim Brown.
He was between 6'6", 6'2", 250 pounds.
Yeah.
He played 9 seasons. He owned the record of most rushing yards until Walter Payton.
Yeah.
He was hard to stop.
They were only playing 12, 13 games. They playing 12 games. So.
So he didn't really put in a big amount of work. He was just that dominant.
Yeah.
You look at Jim Brown, you look at, like I said, the activism and the stuff that he did in the speaking. Also, man, he was one of the few that transitioned from the playing field to Hollywood. He understood it. One of my favorite Jim Brown moments was I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yeah,
Onion was hurting.
With the bunion.
He did serious. He could do comedy. That was funny to me. He did OGs. I mean, he was just one of those guys.
Yeah. I loved him at Any Given Sunday.
Yeah, great.
I love everything Jim Brown did, man.
He was a good guy, and as far as just meaning so much to, it's what if you were an athlete or a sports fan in general, you understand certain levels of people, and we're losing.
Yeah.
We lost Bill Russell last year. We lost, we lost. That's why we need to bubble wrap and look at Kareem and really understand Kareem's greatness.
Yeah,
enjoy what he. That's why I hate when we spend so much time trying to tear down athletes. We need to enjoy greatness. We're losing a lot of greatness around.
Yeah, man. We got to stop. We got to stop arguing greatness.
Yeah,
that's our problem. Like we be arguing like greatness. Like what are we doing? Like stop.
My biggest thing is always, I wasn't a fan of Kobe because I got tired of him coming on my court and winning. I wasn't a fan of none of them being. I'm just tired of Kobe. But as he retired, I understood his greatness, and I started enjoying it. And when he left the game, he went and win Emmys and win Oscars. He just winning everything because he was just a great talent on and off the field. So I think now as media, I want to make sure that that's why we were one of the things that we can enjoy greatness. And that's what a lot of people are doing. I've already seen people trying to tear down people and do this. No, let's enjoy the greatness that we're seeing. I think we don't really understand what a Barry Sanders did in 10 years or understand. People don't really know. When we saw this, we were like, hey, man, that thing was special. We saw Barry Sanders out there. And to see what Jim, I never saw him.
Yeah.
But every film I saw was like, and then what I loved about Jim when he played, he never got off the field in a hurry. He how he got up?
Man. Like old man.
Like y'all done killed him. The next play, he comes.
The next play, he coming down here. Yeah, without a doubt.
Heavy. It was heavy. So I think,
without a doubt.
Said that, and even and Tina Turner too. That just I didn't know she was 83 years old. I didn't either.
Listen, my granddaddy loved Tina Turner. He talked about her legs every day. Every day he talked about Tina Turner legs. My grandma used to get so tired of hearing about Tina Turner legs, man. And Tina Turner made sure we saw her legs.
Yes, sir.
She always highlighted. She understood what worked for her. And she gave it to you.
What people don't realize, though, I did not know this, but her big album, she was 45 when she did that album. Her solo album, the one that took her from here to just.
Yeah. What's love got to do with it?
What's love got to do with it was she was 55 when that album came out. Everything else she had done was okay solo. But when that album came out, she changed the way she did things. She was selling out stadiums, 200,000, man. Look, man.
Yeah, she kind of scared me in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. She kind of scared me a little bit.
He was a little strong with that movie.
Yeah, she kind of threw me off a little bit. I ain't like the outfit and the hair. Yeah, I ain't like it.
But they made it a little scary, man. And Mad Max was.
But it was Tina, and she had the legs out. See, she made sure y'all can get them legs. Y'all can get them legs.
Y'all can get these legs, man. You got these legs, man. What you want to wrap it up with, Mace?
Man, I put this note down here for you, my boy.
Oh yeah. By the way, rest in peace, Caldwell too, man. I didn't get this.
Yeah, man.
Rest in peace, Coach Caldwell.
Man. Had it, boy.
I saw the photos, man. I saw the old school out there, man. It's a lot of people we losing from our old college days too, man. It's been rough for us Brown Knights, man. We've lost a lot of good cats.
Them jokers. We're gonna close with this because you kind of put this on my mind early in the week, and so I'm gonna throw it back to you as we close. If you are the LA Lakers, do you keep LeBron? Do you trade LeBron? Do you keep AD? Do you trade AD? Do you go ahead and revamp this team, or you try to make one more run?
I don't know if the team got another run in it as it is currently. It's not good. It's not a good team. You're gonna probably lose Huey next year. He's a free agent. Clarkston, you can see whoever the point guard was, he wasn't at what you thought he was gonna be. I thought about this heavily, and everybody started making these things. Oh, you can get this and this for. The Lakers got to make a decision soon on what they want the future to be. This ain't a championship team. It's nowhere near a championship.
Way over the salary cap. Way over that because next year. So LeBron is due $47 million next year.
Yeah.
AD is due $41 million next year. Yeah. You got to pay. Leonard Walker. You probably gonna pay Leonard Walker, but you definitely got to pay Reeves and Hashimura.
Reeves the big one. He's a free agent next year. What you got
free agent
in there? So
and he only making $2 million like this year. So he gonna get the bag.
He gonna want 20 plus next year. So my thing is, I would go to LeBron and I would say, do you want to end your year trying to win a championship with somebody over there? And we can get with LeBron, I can get 2 or 3 pieces for him. You know what I'm saying? You got to get 2 or 3 pieces for him. And I'm not just gonna get you can give me no second rounder and a couple of friendly picks. That's why everybody keep talking about Atlanta. Atlanta has nothing to offer. The only thing they would trade for LeBron in Atlanta is Trae Young. And everybody trying to make this. We can have Trae. Trae Young is not going to LA. LA has nothing.
They're not going to trade Trae Young for. They're not. The Hawks not doing that. The Hawks not doing that.
Nobody's doing that move. They do. They need to fire. Go ahead and fire everybody in that front office now. If they trade him for a couple of picks and a second round pick, fire everybody in the LA.
So y'all want them to trade a 25, 26-year-old all-star for he's gonna be 39 next year, over the hill guy.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
LeBron is a good piece now.
He's a very good piece. He's a very good piece. He can't carry a team no more.
He's gonna get you 22, 6-6, 22, 7-7. You're gonna get that from him. You can't expect 40 a game. That's done. Them 40 days over. And LeBron probably don't want to be on. He kept looking at AD like, man, come on. Look.
What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do, bro? What you gonna do?
Please take over.
What you gonna do, bro?
He could, but if I was a GM, I would explore it. I don't know what you get. AD would be nice, but I don't know if LeBron wants to start completely over per se. And look, basically, if you get more for both of them, would you trade both?
Yeah, I mean, you in salary cap hell.
Yeah,
I mean, Dwight Howard and Carmelo Anthony still getting checks from the Lakers.
Still from the Lakers
right now. And for everybody who, oh man, just bring in Kyrie. It's gonna cost you between 37 and 40 million to bring in Kyrie. Do you want 3? So if you bring in Kyrie, that means you kill even more depth. I mean, you killed your depth when you traded for AD. You got to. Kyrie is just not the fix in LA. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Like adding Kyrie, so you got Kyrie, you got always hurt Kyrie, always hurt AD, and a 39-year-old LeBron. Man, y'all tripping. Y'all, man, get out of here with that.
Yeah, but it's not going to be. It's you have to. You have to make sure you got to get either you're gonna get great pieces around LeBron in LA, or you're gonna put him somewhere else where you can win. Right now, it's not a good piece. And LeBron 38 is never lost. The only undefeated person I know, the only undefeated man is Father Time.
Father Time.
Was undefeated.
Father Time. Real quick, shout out to Effect Fitness and Reggie Ball, the Ball Effect, this morning. Well, yesterday they put out the challenge. They were like, they want the 50+ group to come and dominate the front row. We went in there and we smoked that thing. We smoked it. Listen what I'm telling y'all. We smoked it. Age ain't nothing but a number, man. It's just in your mind.
I be doing it, but then the next day I feel all that in my mind too. Legs, in my calves, in my back. It all be hitting me.
Boatman say LeBron to Golden State. They can't afford him.
They had to give up some pieces. They had to give up the pool. There'd be a lot of people that had to give up to give LeBron.
How you got to finish $47 million in your cap. Y'all got to stop.
That's $47 million, bro.
You know what, Glaze? See, everybody think that all this stuff like franchise mode. They can do it on the game. They, on NBA 2K. You can't even make that move on NBA 2K.
Yeah, they're rejecting.
You do that. So y'all got to stop. Stop.
They'll reject that. They'll be like, "No, man, that's too much."
Bo, if you get 1 year, 47 million, he's due. NBA contracts are guaranteed. He getting 47 million no matter where he go.
Yeah, he got that money. That's 47. That's why Russ was. They happy Russ about to run out. They're happy that's about to run out. Sure. Hey man, that's our show for this week. We thank y'all, man. We'll be doing it again next week. We had fun. We hope you had fun. Man, check it out, man. Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Be safe out there, people. Have fun.
London say he live his workouts through me. London, listen, I feel the weight of. I feel that, London. I do it. I do it for us, man. I do it for us.
Do it for us, people.
I do it for the culture, man. I'm for the culture. And my shorts getting shorter and shorter. You know what I'm saying? They told me my shorts ain't quite hoochie daddy yet, so now I gotta go. So I'm wearing a 7-inch. I gotta go 5-inch. They say my shorts ain't hoochie daddy enough. I thought I was in a hoochie daddy. They say no, bro. They gotta go shorter. So 5-inch Nike running shorts it is, man. It's for the culture, man. I do it for y'all.
Do it for the culture.
Do it for the culture, man.
For the culture. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. We'll talk to y'all, man.
Peace.